Hey, how's it going everybody? My name's Skater. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking all about the Holger-26, which is a free DLC weapon that you can earn in the Season 1 Battle Pass. We're going to be going over some of the general stats as a weapon and as an LMG. Also going over how you can convert the Holger-26 into the classic G36 assault rifle, as well as the G36C SMG, as well as some of the best class setups for those loadouts, and I got gameplay of each of the three loadouts to go along with it all. I'm going to be revealing my favorite loadout of the three as the video goes on, but I want to know, what is your favorite configuration with the Holger-26? Do you like the LMG, the G36, or the SMG G36C variant? There'll be a poll in the cards that you can fill out at any time, but let's jump into things. The Holger-26, like I said, DLC weapon, you earn it at tier 15 of the free battle pass for Season 1. If you haven't gotten the Holger-26 yet, you have plenty of time to level up your battle pass to level 15 before Season 1 ends at the end of this month. Now, before we get into like the configuration specifics, there's different positive and negatives for each of the three loadouts, of course, but there's a few traits that kind of go across each of the loadouts. One is that there is a decent sprint to fire time with each of these Holger-26 loadouts. Big negative to the Holger-26, however you use it, is it has a very slow aim down sight speed. You need to definitely put attachments on to make it usable. And the recoil for the Holger is slightly aggressive, but it's definitely manageable and predictable, and I don't really see it as a problem. Now, with that said, the Holger-26, some of you may call it the MG36. It is a light machine gun, straight out of the gate. By default, it's an LMG. It's in the LMG class. That's where you go to equip it in the creative class. So how does it compare with all the other LMGs as an LMG? It has all the traits that I just mentioned. It has slow aim down sight speed, has a bit of recoil, but it has a good sprint to fire speed. When you get down to the ARs and SMGs, the sprint to fire speed isn't that impressive. But when you compare it to other light machine guns, it is very, very impressive and is one of the best. It also has a nice quick reload time compared to other LMGs while you're having the Holger-26 MG36 light machine gun configuration, however you want to call it. Even with the default 100 round mag, you're having a much faster reload time compared to all the other LMG options that are available in the game right now. I think the weapon's pretty good. If we're looking at it just like an LMG, it's not the best. I'd say it's like second, third best in the pack. It has a good time to kill, good range. It's a decent LMG with some AR-like qualities like the fast reload speed, sprint to fire speed, things like that. This isn't my final kind of evaluation of the weapon. I will be including it in the best to worst light machine guns that will be coming out in the next 2 weeks, so be sure to subscribe to catch my final opinion on that. But again, it's good, and you can make it even better with a certain loadout. So when you're using the Holger-26, you want to improve the two traits that it is bad in. That is the aim down sight time and the recoil. My best class setup that I've come up with, my class recommendation for you, is to use the following attachments. One is the stippled grip tape, and two is the XRK Axis stock to help with the aim down sight speeds. Stippled grip will also improve your sprint to fire time even more, which is just a little bonus in my opinion. I also recommend you use the compensator and the Ranger foregrip for initial recoil control. With these two attachments combined, you really don't have to worry about recoil too much. You kind of just point and shoot and you're good to go. So those are the four attachments I would say are staples, which leaves you with one extra attachment, and you can do what you want with it. I like to use the Solo Zero K498 4.0X integral optics on my Holger LMG. This is a unique optic to the Holger, actually. I believe is supposed to mimic the integrated scope for the G36 in real life. With the LMG version of the Holger, you're not going to be super aggressive with it, and the force will help you focus shots at medium to longer ranges, and it looks pretty cool. So with that said, let's move on to the part of the video that people are probably most excited about, a COD classic, the G36 assault rifle. So to make the G36 out of the Holger-26, there are two attachments that you need to put on. The first one being the XRK ultralight barrel, and the second one being the 30 round mag. These two attachments simply turn your LMG into an assault rifle. Now, my recommended class setup for the G36 is the XRK and the 30 round mags. These will speed up your aim down sight time a lot and even speed up your movement speed, since the weapon overall is lighter compared to its LMG configuration. Then I also would suggest that you use the Commando foregrip and the compensator muzzle barrel. These two attachments create a nice balance for handling recoil when you're going to be using it like an assault rifle. This leaves you with one slot left, and I would say put it towards either an optic if you don't like the iron sights for the G36, the XRK axis stock to speed up the aim down sight speed, or stippled grip tape, depending on how, again, you want to play with the G36. My suggestion would be to use the stippled grip. Again, speeds up your aim down sight time even more, as well as your sprint to fire speed. And with this loadout, I would say the G36 is a solid AR. It's on par with mid to slightly upper tier assault rifles. I don't think it's anything special, to be honest. Not like the range is crazy or the handling is out of this world. You're more so putting these attachments on the Holger to make an LMG a comparable assault rifle. All these standard assault rifles are already at this level, and they can all be even made better with certain attachments. But don't get me wrong, the G36 variant is still fun to use, and you can dominate some lobbies with the loadout. But I think my favorite loadout by far, the one I saved for last, is the G36C SMG AR hybrid, whatever you want to call it. Now this is a loadout that caught me by surprise, and I can 100% tell you there's some benefits to using this over some of the other SMGs or the MG36 or the G36. And again, my favorite way to use the Holger-26. Now, the required attachments to turn the Holger to the G36C is very similar to the G36. You need the 30-round mag, and instead of the ultralight barrel, you need the FTAC 8.98-inch Spitfire barrel, which makes the aim down sight and movement speed even faster, but adds a little bit of recoil. The remaining attachments to make this gun a freaking beast you need are the Ranger foregrip to improve your recoil control, the stippled grip tape for the aim down sight and sprint to fire speed, and then either the XRK axis or the no stock. Differences being that no stock makes you a little bit more faster, but adds a little bit more recoil. I highly recommend the no stock. At first I was using the XRK axis stock, and I was scared to use the no stock at first, but I said YOLO. I tried it out one game, and I never went back, and I saved that loadout with the no stock as my official mod for the G36C. No stock does greatly increase recoil, but I can handle it just fine. I don't think it's anything that's like unmanageable. This G36 loadout, you can treat it like an SMG and be really aggressive with it, so recoil doesn't even really matter as long as the thing isn't being kicked up dramatically like the Scorpion Evo or the Spitfire SMGs from past Call of Duties, which again, it isn't like that. Honestly, even with the slightly increased recoil with no stock, I can still hose people at range, which is huge. A huge win for the G36C compared to the default SMGs in this game. It has a quick time to kill, comparable handling to other SMGs, while having way more range than the rest. You're not going to be 3 to 4 shot killing enemies across the map at shoot house with any other SMG. That's something that only the Holger-26 kitted as a G36 can do, and I absolutely love it. It's so fun to use. The only downside to this G36C loadout is that the reload speed is kinda slow for an SMG. Maybe you could swap out the Ranger grip for sleight of hand, but I think in doing that you lose that long range reliability, which is one of the big bonuses for this class setup. So I'd treat the G36C as like an AR SMG hybrid again, meaning that you can use it at range and you can be aggressive with it, but be careful on being too aggressive like you would with a normal SMG, because you can't get caught out on a reload. If you do, you're probably gonna die because it is a little bit slow. If you adopt that playstyle, you'll have a ton of fun with this class setup. If you don't, leave a comment and I'll give you a virtual cookie to make up for it, because I, again, highly recommend this G36C. But again, I just want to emphasize that the gameplay you're seeing right now, this G36C kit, this was originally a light machine gun, and I turned it into the submachine gun. That's the really cool thing about the Holger-26. It's my final word I want to say about it. You know, it has attachment options that allow you to make it something totally different, and overall, in all the configurations, it's a solid, fun weapon to use. So let me know what you think about the Holger-26 down below in the comments, and don't forget to vote which of the 3 configurations is your favorite up in the poll in the cards in the top right corner if you haven't already. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell. Check the links down below in the description for 10% off Control Freaks, as well as cool any-name apparel. You also find my Amazon and social link down there if you want to shop through that link and help support my channel that way. But I hope you guys enjoyed. My name's Skater as always, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.